Hi folks. I'm trying to do a series of videos just to sort of maybe take you through the basics of Unreal Engine and what you can do with it. So to encourage people who have maybe always wanted to look at the engine, but we're a bit scared of it because there's a lot of features with it. So this is just your basic first-person template that you can start up with. The engine with. This is all based in blueprints. Um, and what you get is this rather nice sort of gun and a few objects and a couple of arms. If you press play, you can move about in the environment as well. It's all hooked up for you. I've created a material. So how this works is you would where's my material folders? There we go. You would right click. You would go into material, you would name it something, so I've named it as target red, and you'll be presented with this sort of intimidating looking graph, but it's really not that intimidating. So what you can do here is you can set a parameter for your color. So this is just, if you pull off this, you would get you can create I think it's a scalar parameter, and that's where you set your base color. I've given it a little bit of metallic and roughness, so you get a little bit of a shine with it, which I thought would be quite nice. And this is going to be put onto a cylinder object. So the cylinder object is it's really basic. So if we have a look at the viewport, so what we've got here is a static mesh component, which is it's basically your cylinder. That's the physical sort of cylinder. And in here, I have I've just put set just a general material. So this is cube material override. It just gives me a nice white shape. So what I wanted to do was whenever you shot a bullet out of the gun, if it hit the cylinder, then the cylinder would turn red. So we can do this in the event graph. So this looks a little complicated, but if I zoom in here, I can show you what I'm doing. So there's an event called hit. So predictably, that's if the cylinder's hit, run this piece of code. So I'm looking to see, is it the first person projectile? So I don't want it to turn red if you just walk into the object. I want it to turn red if you hit it with a bullet from a gun. And then I'm setting the material, and the material I'm setting it to is target red. So basically whenever the cylinder detects a hit from the bullet, it'll change the material to red. And then I went a little further. I've commented this. So these are comments that you can do. So you can just group your code together. So draw a little box around your code, press C, and then type in a comment. It just helps you later on whenever you come back to the project and wonder exactly what each part does. So what I'm doing here is I want it to move the cylinder from sort of left to right a bit and present a little bit of a shooting gallery type target. So what we do here is, first of all, I created two variables. So speed is a float variable, so that's a decimal number, and direction's a vector. So a vector is a place in space, so it will give you x, y, and z coordinates. To get a calculation sort of on a straight plane, you usually normalize it. That's just what you do pretty much, just for the direction vector. With speed, then what we have to do is we have to get the it's called delta time. So that just makes sure if you're running a fast machine, or if your player's running a fast machine or a slower machine, it just sets the time the same for each of those conditions. So it's just getting that sort of baseline frame per second sort of thing. And then what we're doing here is then we're getting the world, where in the world is the cylinder, and so then we start doing our calculations. So then we add speed and direction to the current location, and then every frame, so this is the event tick, then we're updating the location. And then what we're doing here is we're creating a delay of 6 seconds, and then we're flipping between two directions in the y-axis, so 10 and negative 10. So once you've done that, if I hit play, so you can sort of run about. So there's our little cylinder going from one end to the other, and if I shoot it with my amazing skills, it goes red. So that's just a really quick, brief little look at blueprints and stuff like that. I'm going to do a written tutorial, which might make a little more sense. But it's just to show what you can do with Unreal. So I hope you've enjoyed that. And there's going to be a few little videos of this, so just let me know what you would like to see. Thanks for watching.